Morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever time it is you're watching this baby. This is lesson 4A in Unit 2, Module 1 of Algebra 2, and we are going to do some special factoring. So another method to throw in your repertoire, and we're going to have some fun. So here we go. Alright, so if you take a look at this problem, we're going to consider this thing, and we could try borrow and payback as it says right here, and we could try completing the square or quadratic formula on our own, but we're going to look at this another way. If you look at that, this is 9x squared, which is perfect square, which is really 3x times 3x, isn't it? So if I turn around and I write this as 3x, such that 3x squared would give me back to that 9x right there. And 4 times 3x, when it matches up like that, is 12x. So this is a special case. It's a rare one, but it's still a good one to take a look at for you. But when I've got something like that, now I can actually just say, come up with another letter, whatever you want. If you want to call it y or something, that's fine. And I would let y equal 3x. If that's the case, I can now replace this 3x with the letter y and watch what happens here. So I go and I put that in, and instead of 3x squared, it's now called y squared. Plus 4 times, and instead of 3x again, we're going to put y, because we're replacing both 3x's with y's, minus 5. Well, this turns out to be nice and easy to factor. It's a trinomial, no GCF, so we know it's y and y. Bring down the plus sign. The boss right here says opposite, so that's a minus. And the only factors of 5 subtract the 4 are 5 and 1. And I put it in, and bingo, we factored it. So now all you have to do is replace the y's with the 3x that we started with. So put it back in, 3x plus 5. So that 3x went in and replace that y. I'm going to do the same on this side. That's 3x minus 1. And bingo, we factored it without borrow and payback, without completing the square, without quadratic formula or anything. And you've got your answer. It works. Now, of course, this is in a rare case that it works. There's not too many of these out there, but it is another method you can look at. So we're going to take a look at another thing and move on. All right, guys, so we're on to this one here. And I'm looking at this as a perfect square here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it this time y equals 2x. I see 2x because then that really is 2x being squared. So if I have on something like that, that's 2x being squared. So that's equal to this 4x squared. Plus, how do I get 2x into the 4x? Well, that's 2 times 2x. So I think you guys will agree that is my 2x, that's 4x. And then the minus 63. And of course, we're going to replace all the 2x's with the letter y right here. So this is really now a y squared plus 2 times a y. Just replace that with y, and I replace this one with a y. That whole thing down there. And a minus 63. You go to factor it, you get y and y. And the plus goes here, minus has the opposite. And 63 to subtract the 2, of course, is 9 and 7. So I put a 9 in, put a 7. Let's replace the y back with 2x. So you get 2x plus 9 as a factor. And 2x minus 9 as a factor. And of course, guys, just to remember, if they were asking you to solve, it was equal to 0. This is where we then tee it up. But they're not asking for that right now. So we're not going to worry about that part. I erased that off of there for you. And there's our answer. Those are our factors that we take a look at. All right? We're going to do more in school. That's a quick one. Have a good one, and we'll talk later.